Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Patrik Emanuelsson. He is the CEO of Heba, and we're here to discuss how the real estate sector can contribute meaningfully to building a more sustainable future. It is great to have you with us, Patrik. Welcome to Trade Talks. Heba's known as a long-term and experienced property owner. Can you walk us through your business model and explain how Heba integrates sustainability and innovation to future-proof your properties and operations?
Yeah, Heba is a long-term property owned, focused on creating sustainable value through ownership, development, and management of residential and community properties. And the community properties is like elderly care, properties for elderly care. And we work in the Stockholm's region. The business model is built on responsible growth, and that means we need to have a strong balance sheet. And nowadays, the sustainability is fully integrated into every stage, from urban planning to long-term operation. And it started about 7 years ago when I realized we didn't have enough knowledge how to work within the sustainability area. And when the knowledge became more and more, we don't want to make a negative impact on the planet. So we have set quite hard targets. We want to be net zero in scope 1 and 2 emissions until 2030, and scope 3 2045. And this means that all new buildings are supposed to meet or exceed what we call Miljöbyggnad Silver. That means we need to be 20% better with energy performance than the local code. And within the embedded carbon, we are lower it with 50% from today and forward. We also need to work within innovation or within digitalization, because we use what we call a digital twin to check the most efficient indicators in real time. So we can see how we measure the most possibility to make maintenance. We can see deviations, and we can see how we make the energy efficient as good as it gets. And this is very important, because then we can make this and still keep the economic efficiency. We also have a plan how to use just low carbon material, and we also use prefabrication to get so less waste as possible. So this is fully integrated in the daily business. And when we do it in the daily business, this is not an issue on the side or a parallel process. So this is how we make Heba as a resilient, efficient, and aligned with both regulatory expectations and long-term environment goals. Mm-hmm. So the integration is the key, because I see a lot of companies today doing it as a parallel process. So I think that is the most important thing.
And earlier this year, Heba received the Nasdaq Green Equity designation. How do you believe this recognition will enhance your transparency and strengthen stakeholder confidence in the company?
Oh, I think it's very important, because, as I said before, we work without models and methods, but we want to have this as a receipt that we are doing the right thing. So receiving the Nasdaq Green Equity designation confirms that Heba's strong alignment with recognized sustainability standards in both operation and financing. It validates the integrity of our green strategy, and it increases transparency around how we allocate capital and measuring environment performance. And I think this shows to our stakeholders that we are not just a company that sets hard targets. We are also a company that systematically fulfill all our targets. It's not a talking, we are also a doing.
Yeah. And Heba's vision is to offer safe and sustainable housing for people at all stages of life. How does this vision shape your growth strategy, and what key initiatives or developments can we expect longer term?
So yeah, and I think, we our vision is to provide safe and sustainable housing for all stages, and the priority we do is that we grow responsible by enhancing existing properties, developing new climate smart homes that are built to have a big accessibility, inclusive, and adaptable to new changes. And over the next 5 years, we are continuing investing in new properties and selective improvements, because we have already done all the big investments to make all properties in good shape. So, and the target is to have a growth of our annual income with 5% yearly, and this we are doing together with this sustainability work. So one of the most important thing is, when we buy new properties, they are going to be energy effective, and they have this low carbon embedded. And also we do the investments now in our old properties with the energy effectiveness. So you can see we work with geothermal, we work with battery storage, we work with solar panels, and we also work with heat recovery systems. And all this together becomes this sustainable thing. And of course, also we work very close together with the municipalities to also be sure that we are doing the biodiversity in a correct way. So that, compared with innovation and digitalization, what is needed to still have good economic effectiveness, and also still have tenants that are very satisfied to live in a Heba house. Of course, that is how we are going to manage.
And finally, Patrik, what role should companies like Heba play in advancing environmental sustainability? In other words, how can the real estate sector contribute meaningfully to building a more sustainable future?
Oh, I think if you are a long-term owner and working with real estate, buildings account for a large share of global emissions, and we have a unique possibility to make a change. So if we go beyond compliance and drive to systematic change, this includes reducing embodied carbon, transitioning to fossil-free energy sources, and adopting circular innovation. I think in Heba, we want to show the rest of the partners, to companies, to suppliers, what is possible if you just have the knowledge. That's why we also would like it to have stronger regulations. We want more transparency, and we want the innovation. And I think a key in this is to work together with partners, to work together with suppliers, because together we can make it like a snowball effect. And I think all of us want to make a better world, a better climate. And I think the key is knowledge. And I think we need to get everyone on board, because otherwise they will be left behind.
All right. Appreciate your insight, Patrik. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you very much.